Let me say it again. It's your favorite time again because we're going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies. First up, we have Dr. Hexologist from the PulseChain community. Should I start streaming with others from the community again? Whose stream should I go on first? Mr. J Plush showing Dr. Hexologist ready to give us an unannounced 3 a.m. rectal exam. Thank you very much, sir. Now, PulseChain community have 170 content creators, and we got 70 streamers. A lot of the streamers, sleepy mode. Why? Price down. Sad. Okay? If price go up, everybody is wakey, and everyone will be cheery mode. For now, though, we're waiting for more green candles to come and pump everything up. If I go and just show you what's been happening as well, PulseChain core coin prices up 5%, 6%, etc., 10%. We need a lot higher to pretty much push anything out. But I'm just showing you events. That's why I believe in the community. I believe in PulseChain. Remember, Hex is on the PulseChain. We'll just say PulseChain. Same thing, right? I believe in the community. The market has priced PulseChain as dead. The market has priced it for dead. I say it's alive. Even if you go check out the market cap prices, friends. For example, Tron is 30 billion market cap. Cardanzo is also 30 billion market cap. PulseChain is only 0.5 billion. It's a 60x deviation away. 60x. They don't have conferences that are held anywhere near like what PulseChain community does. Grassroots, led by the community, done by the community. They don't have those. They have their own little summit things, maybe paid for by the inflation. It's not like it's done by the community, okay? They definitely don't have anywhere near the cult presence of what PulseChain community does pound for pound as well. So that's how you can see value, but not financial advice. You can figure that out yourself. The fastest way to dox yourself as a pleb is by streaming on Pump Fun. Only Gainsey does account because he paid his dues. So, friendly reminder as well, Pump Fun, friends, remember, Pump Fun token has been sinking. What are you thinking about, Habibi Albi? Pump Fun has been sinking down. And this is the ICO price. It is down 27% below ICO already. And, you know, they have streaming and everyone coming out here. I think they pay for people to come on here. But just to let you know, as you know, everyone on there, everyone loses money. Yes. So people are sick and tired of getting scammed by the LA Vape Cabal. So they've moved to another casino. The revenue, the share has gone to Bonk Fun. Bonk Fun. Now, it doesn't mean Bonk Fun's necessarily good. It just means that people think they're in a new casino, so they got a bit of a dopamine hit just from being in somewhere new. They'll eventually realize it's the same scammers, and they're going to have to go to somewhere else. You know, it's just like, you know, like I say, if you went and lost your life savings in Las Vegas, and then you're like, you know what, man, it's been 3 years. I've got more life savings to blow. Let me go to Macau. You know, but no, you're still playing blackjack. You understand? You have no odds. You have no odds of winning over the long run. Here we have, shout out to Mr. Fly Ether. Lockheed Martin has had a compact fusion reactor up and running, ready to fix the Earth's energy problems for over a decade. What happened? Shout out to Ashton Forbes.
The beta is the magnetic field confinement capabilities. In fact, the video I watched about helium fusion, the one that Peter Thiel and Sam Altman are invested in, they also brag about their high beta in their reverse field configuration.
I know you just saw it. Like configurations and science McWords. Pretty much, we do live in a simulation. Reality is carefully constructed. The US government, you want to know where that $21 trillion of Tornado Cash siphon money went to? Well, there you go. Okay, they've got advanced UFO weapon tech. They can bend space-time and gravity. They can zip from place to place. They teleported MH370. We take a clear pill approach here. Of course, the government has that. And if you want to know, friends, why doesn't the government just come out and tell us? Well, man, you are a little pleb and you're a sheep. The US government doesn't want to lose the UFO tech race against China and Russia. And maybe even Iran. They're adversaries. Do you get it? They don't want to lose the race. So they don't care about a couple of blue pill cucks protesting that they want to know. Tell us about the aliens. Tell us. Even friends, you go look at Lou Elizondo. Well, he's pretty much, he's pretty much compromised. Still in there, right? He's a disinformation agent of sorts somewhere down the line. He even pretty much he came out and said, I made a whole video on it last year. He goes, we want to know, what do you, the people, what's the minimum amount of information you want to know about aliens so basically you can back off from us? You know, do you just want to be told that we're not alone and then you go away? Or do you just want to be shown a photo of a craft? Like, what's enough to make you go away? Which is it's kind of funny how it works. Remember, friends, earlier, President Trump says he's getting ready to head over to the Fed chair, major loser Jerome Powell, and meet with him, as you got to see the epic video where they did meet, and he's trying to call him out, trying to get him to cut the rates. If you're curious as well, friends, it's kind of funny, man. There's still people that still don't know what's going on here. You can go to the CME Fed Watch tool, and you can see all the rate odds priced into the market right now. And this is not poly market, you know, $60,000 of trash money. This is literally people with like multiple hundreds of billions of dollars betting on stuff. It's a multi-trillion-dollar market. So the next FOMC meeting is in 5 days and a half. It is priced in. See up if you go down here, this page here, right? The probabilities of the next meeting, 97% chance, no change. You understand? So the market's like saying, you're not going to do anything. Okay. If you go in the top, you see these rows up here. These are the dates. So you can change the dates. You can change the dates up here and you can check the next meeting. See, in the next meeting, look at this. It's a 62% chance of a cut. And that meeting is on September. But, like, who cares, man? Because that's a 25 basis point cut. You know, who the hell? No one gives a damn about a 25 basis point cut. We need a bigger slice of that American pie if we want to crank the business cycle. Thank you to Mr. J. Plush as well.
Donald Trump, Big D. We got churches in Georgia and shit.
There we go. We need everybody to start cranking it, please. We need the old season to pump. More alien supercycle conspiracies coming. Space Force's Golden Dome chief said they have proven every element of the physics for the technology. Just so you learn about PsyOps, friends, what they do is everything is hidden in plain sight. Yeah, it's already out there. Just what Ashton Forbes was able to do is he grabs like of all these thousands and hundreds of thousands of science papers, he like grabs the ones that are sourced. And it's like, oh, they've actually said you can do this stuff already. That's kind of interesting, right? The official Pudgy Penguins. Trump meets with Jerome Powell. And he's looking at the piece of picture here. Pudgy Penguins, very popular. So Pudgy Penguins fans, remember, I guess it's the NFT unicorn that made it. You know, that and CryptoPunks. But it was very, very tough, right? Because there's like over thousands and thousands and thousands of them, showing you how low the odds are. I hope it does well. Everyone sees Ivan. He really, really loves it. But also, you know, PulseChain's still going to do well as well. Okay, so Pudgy Penguins has recovered back to the high. I hope PulseChain, Core Coins, and everything does as well. Actually, maybe we take a second now to come and check out if we can crank up back to the all-time high just to show you the charts. This is the PulseChain PLS price chart. We are rounding up here. We got a long way to go, man. I hope in our next burst, man, I think we might go up here, friends. 8 to 9 to 10x, and then we come back and swivel down. Everyone thinks it's over. Right, maybe here, and then we go for the big hyperloop. I hope we do that. Not financial advice, just drawing squiggly lines. Remember, LibertySwap is making it easier to join PulseChain, friends. So LibertySwap Finance is being the conduit, connecting to all the chains, and just allowing one simple swap page and allowing you to pretty much swap right in. And what I will do now, because it's a very family-friendly show, I will show you now LibertySwap. This is just the page here, libertyswap.finance. You put whatever you have up the top, and then you just can swap in USDC on PulseChain. You can get PDI, PWBTC, Teddy Bear, COM. You know what I mean? You can get Coasties, Inc., the core coin. So I guess once the big marketing campaign does start, this will all make sense. Shout out to Smolting posting. Hey, Grok, this is James Win. James Win. Hey, Grok, pick a random person who reposts this to win $10 million 24 hours from now. Cheers. Based on my analysis of common scams on Twitter, this giveaway seems like an engagement farm to boost your referral link, not a legitimate offer. No real 10 million at stake. I won't pick a winner. Users, stay vigilant. Oh my gosh. Grok. Wow. That's wild, man. It's starting to get a bit spicy. That's wild, man. So, yeah, that's just to let you know, friends. Please, for the love of God, don't enter any hardware wallet giveaway, okay? I just reported a short while ago an evil scammer, scum, should be burned alive at the stake. Yeah, I don't care. I'm ruthless. Burn them alive. Burn them alive. They bought something like 100 ledgers or whatever it was, or 50 ledgers, hardware wallets, and they did a giveaway, and they actually sent it to people, and they were all compromised wallets. And as soon as more than $500 entered the wallet, they would then steal everything. And within 2 days of people receiving the gifts, the scammer, they'd accumulated $55,000 of stolen money. So if you buy a hardware wallet, get it from their official manufacturing website. Don't go to a random store. You get it from their official website. And here's another trick, friends. When you get it, okay, never take the first seed. Okay, never take the first one. Because they can like get the first one. I think there's a way they can get the first one and repackage it and write down the seed phrase. So if you get it, like press the randomized generators, do it like 10 times. Do it like 10 times. And just to make sure, right? Just giving you some friendship advice here. Anthony Sassel, Ethereum Maxi. Another day of waking up to an endless stream of Ethereum bull posts on the timeline. I love you all. As you get to see, friends, even though he praises things about, decentralization and things out here, they're all human like the rest of us, except Vitalik, okay? So they get dopamine hits when the price goes up. The only reason why he's feeling like this. Do you remember, friends? Sassel took a break. He basically quit. He basically quit. He said like, "I'm not doing this shit anymore. He said he's gonna focus on his missus, maybe starting a family, and he's just like he's done. Right? He got an Ethereum ages ago. Also, that like it's very very like clear to all of us as well, friends. Why do you think he's now motivated? Look at this. Ethereum has had one big green monthly candle to do this. He was basically capitulating in April, saying, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm over. And then we get, we got a big fat green candle that's nice and solid near the all-time high. It's kind of funny, we're all affected by that. Something interesting about Sassel as well, friends. So he got onto DeFi early because he believed in Ethereum, and he wrote articles about it back in 2019 saying DeFi is the future. We can do yield, we can do banking and stuff, But no one had heard of him. Like, I think he had popularity. I wasn't around. I didn't know where to find him. I didn't know where to go. He didn't have the YouTube channel. I think he was put on bankless once in a while. But yeah, see how it was tough back then, friends. You didn't really know what the hell to do. Now, that's why what I'm doing, man, I'm providing what I wanted. Okay? Someone, show me everything that's going on in crypto. Cover all this stuff. And show me, there's 10 things going on, and you can't go through all of them, but just tell me, they're all part of they're all layer ones anyway. They've all got slingshot leverage as a meme coin in every single thing. Find the ones you believe in and see how it goes. And here are some other cult mechanics and stuff that you see. Yeah? So, you're welcome. Highest value content in crypto. Max Kaiser, El Salvador has stacked more Bitcoin. What's going on with the IMF and El Salvador? So, El Salvador buying more Bitcoin. Not sure. I think they're buying one BTC every day this year. And I think because they need IMF fiat money deals, I think they're going to stop next year. But I forgot. No, don't quote me on that. Here we have my friend, Mr. DurkeyTurkey from the PulseChain community. And Dick with Butt, I just ordered a new foil card to add to my binder. Should be here in a week or two. Your friend Somi. Legendary creature, squirrel, vigilance, haste. Whenever your friend Somi enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless spoon artifact creature token. Oh, look at this. Confirming friendship is my biggest ability. Wow. And a UFO video. Make a 45-minute YouTube video while pegging your nipples. I mean, do I even have to say it? Look, apparently they're going to have to nerf Spoonie out of my card for the next season pack because he's just too powerful. All the memes and stuff on PulseChain, friends. Still believing in Pika, Dick with Bart. I'm sure even the Tang Gang will come back, friends. Like, friends, look, as soon as a green monthly candle appears, dude, everyone comes back. Everyone's human. You think they're not human? I know everyone's human. Not everyone, except the tall Nordics and the tall whites, some reptilian lizards out there. You know what I mean? I know most people are human. We all feel it. We all feel that intense dopamine rise. More adoption for crypto. One of the largest US luxury brokerages, Christie's International Real Estate, becomes the first major broker to create a division to exclusively handle property sales made in Bitcoin and crypto. So, on the topic of real estate and stuff out here, you might have to follow the Jews, friends. The Jews with their financial advice stuff. I think it's in the Torah, Talmud. So I'm not familiar with the text names properly. But I think they always say you have a third property. This is your cash, Right? It's actually pretty cool. You have a third property, a third in your business, and a third in cash. That's how you divide your money. I think it's in the Bible, or it's in the, I think the Jews teach that. Okay, I think. So that's actually interesting, right? A third in property, a third in your business, which is stocks, right? A third in investments, and then a third liquid cash. So it is something to think about if you make money. Because you got to remember, friends, as well, I'm speaking to, hopefully one day we're speaking to hundreds of thousands of people. So I have to remember there's a wide audience of us, right? I know some of you were just going to get unlucky, right? Some of you, someone's going to get unlucky, right? And I just don't want everybody to be punting stuff. So if you make money in crypto, which I hope you do, consider property, just please, because you can't just swap it into a JPEG coin in 2 seconds and lose everything, which is a very common story of stuff out here. This used to be one of my favorite GIFs. This is actual real video. My gosh, man. Yeah, friends, this is real. This video is absolutely bonkers. But this video, look at this, look at the post. Imagine the millions of Soylana you're gonna have after we break billions. All of that Soylana to just one candle into all these poopers that I see shield on your replies. And then you can just say, wow, what you told me to buy. So I think this guy may be smoking a bit of crack. Yeah, you could see pretty much Soylana's run for a year and a half, and everyone's like, don't worry, we're all going to be rich. We're all going to be rich in Soylana. I hope so, man. You just been running for 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Here we have this guy. You have 100 grand and you need to double it in 30 days. Do you trade perps or trade memes? Interesting. Low risk markets. Just news trade the big markets. Anything with Trump and Powell. You could have smacked the taco trade on the Powell stuff and marked up a raw 20% on size in 5 weeks ago. Don't do this stuff, friends. Because I know how fast you got to be in that game. I know your edge is razor thin. And there's, like I said, yeah, there's 10,000 people trying. There's 100 people winning. Literally, 100 people winning consistently. That's 1%. Okay, 1 to 5% people winning consistently. And then you have all these opportunity that comes later on, and then you'll see that someone just bought and held in something, they believed in something, and they crushed you. Okay? So, breaking. Justice Department is holding 100,000 pages of secret Epstein files. So, golly gee, I wonder what's going to happen with them. They're really running Temu Mog into the millions. So, this is have another Lemeow, a Temu Mog coin, on Soylana. I don't know anything about it. Just everyone's going to keep trying these new memes and just JPEG stuff. We'll see. Check this out as well from Mario. Meta's AI empire built in tents. Wild. Meta's racing to train the world's biggest AI models inside hurricane-proof tents. Forget concrete fortresses for now. Mark Zuckerberg's team is throwing up waterproof fabric structures around GPU clusters to cut the build times from years to months. Wow. So Zuck goes full NBA free agency for AI nerds. Yeah, so apparently he's been paying like $100 million salaries to get people in AI. He's going to have to go from the metaverse to AI. Or maybe it's going to converge somehow. Obviously, AI is the future. ChatGPT is releasing version 5 in August. Wow, that's very, very soon. It'll be interesting to see how does this improve, man. It's going to be wild, fans. Look, remember I told you, the stock market, the fundamentals of crypto are very strong. The stock market is high. The stock market, I know it's wild. The stock market's saying there's actually great things coming. Yeah, it doesn't just accidentally do a chart like this, all right? It just does not accidentally make new highs. Is the stock market. New highs is the daily chart out here. Beautiful. 6379. Hopefully, the AI bubble does continue. I know everyone's talking about it, but, there's a lot of disbelief in the AI rally. The stock market guys are like, yo, everybody's just relying on AI. I don't like that. They're actually saying that. They're like, I don't like this. Everybody's talking about AI. What do AI don't deliver? They're talking about stuff like that. And I'm thinking, you sound like you're a coping fader and you're basically not bullish enough. That's what I feel. Because they keep doubting and doubting and doubting. And then there's going to be one news release moment. Something where you go, oh my gosh, the future is now. Coming. Check out Cointelegraph. Which altcoins are on your radar right now? PulseChain. I like saying this stuff, friends. It's just engagement farming, you know. That's what this is doing. They're like, hey, I'm a big account, so what are you looking at right now? They don't look at any, they don't read any of this stuff. It's just for everybody just to yell. That's awesome. Thank you to Mr. Freedom 777, who's from the PulseChain community. Alex Jones, breaking. What do we have here? FBI whistleblower says the Trump admin is continuing to gaslight the American people about the Epstein case. Well, color me shocked. Look, man, I know everyone's going to keep yelling about it. It doesn't matter. I know, bro. We know. It's a conspiracy supercycle. You just keep confirming it every second day now. Every day. Breaking. Trump signs GOP's $9 billion rescissions package to claw back foreign aid. Public broadcasting funds. So if you're looking at stuff like this, friends, just remember a lot of this political stuff, you know, swaying back and forth and all these, they're more just distractions for these political people to yell about shit. Crypto's still going to crank, man. We're here to manifest crypto to 10 trillion. Check out Anthony Pomp. Markets are at all-time highs. Public equities are outperforming and individual investors are driving it all. It's officially the rise of the retail investor. On September 12th, let's go see. On September 12th, I'm hosting the Independent Investor Summit. Tom Sosna. Everyone's going to be there. Independent Summit. So Pompliano, Anthony Pomp, remember, fierce believer of Bitcoin, and something to learn about as well, friends, with Pomp back in 2020. You remember Zombie Virus? Back before that, when he was on CNBC, he said, look, either Bitcoin's going to win or the US dollar is going to power up. So my portfolio is 50-50. It's half BTC, half US dollars. If the US dollar leg wins, okay, well, I'm half in it, you know. But if the BTC leg wins, it's going to be big. And that, my friends, was when Bitcoin was about $7,000. So he's doing pretty good right now. Also, be careful because he's signed up to do some investment shares, stock dumping stuff, which that's what happens, man. Everyone wants a big cash out. That's the thing, friends. A lot of the Bitcoin maxis, I know they shit on altcoins for being scams, but the biggest amounts of dollars lost is from Bitcoin logo people because they hide behind the Bitcoin logo. Now they're releasing treasury companies, stocks, just like, but I guarantee, as sure as I can peg my own nipples, okay, you don't want to doubt that, I guarantee you the amount of money lost by the Bitcoin treasuries is going to dwarf every altcoin bear market you've ever seen. The amount of money lost in them, the billions and billions and billions and billions of wipeouts when it's all finally done. And I do see myself, you know, hopefully we're buying Bitcoin in the next bear market, right? And I do see myself saying, you know what, man? Sad reality is Bitcoin maxis and Bitcoin believers spent all this time telling everyone, oh, stay away from altcoins. They're all getting scammed. When they should have been saying, stay away from me and my Bitcoin treasury company hiding behind a Bitcoin logo, giving you the false sense of security that anything with a Bitcoin logo is going to go up because billions of dollars have been lost, worse than FTX. You'll see it's going to be bigger in the next one, right? Because the market caps are bigger. Mr. Bare Naked Crypto. If I didn't know any better, the Fed's going to be the shadow hand that leaks info on Epstein and Trump. Notice how when Trump started going after the Fed, suddenly Epstein and Trump started. Dangerous to go after the biggest, most powerful bank in the world. Sir, are you following me? Very interesting. No, he's not. This is, yes, maybe he watches me. Exactly true. Exactly true. We'll find out what's happening. Look at this. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un from North Korea. Bitcoin cycle theory is dead. My predictions were based on it. Buy when whales accumulate, sell when retails join. But that pattern no longer holds. Last cycle, whales sold to retail. This time, old whales sell to new long-term whales. Institutional adoption is bigger than we thought. Trading feels pointless. Holders now outnumber traders. My mistake was ignoring this shift in my bull cycle is over call. I sincerely apologize. So yeah, he called for the bottom a year ago at the bottom of Japan, Pokemon Island, and Trump tariffs. He kept saying whenever we're actually at the bottom, he's like, it's all over. And then I come out, I'm like, bro, why has this guy got a lot of followers? You know what I mean? Like, Kim Jong-un, bro, your people are starving, and here you are being a degen with crypto calls. So what he's basically saying is the GlassChodes, you can't use the on-chain stuff now. Okay? See, GlassChodes, if you go look at the GlassChodes on-chain analytics, it shows you long-term Bitcoin whales are selling, and they used to sell into retail. But what he's saying now is, now that they're selling, the people buying is not retail. The long-term holders, they're not dumping onto retail, they're dumping onto other big institutional buyers. So literally the character makeup of this is different. But you never know, friends. I mean, the business cycle hasn't kicked up either. So we'll see. Like, subscribe, Billy Better, and all. Catch you in the next one.